welcome back, friends. We're here to do our very last video in the series. So today we're using our final page, page 100. So the first thing we're going to do is, have I already squared up that? No, I have not. I'm going to square up that side first. Oh my goodness. Now, got my pencil, and I am going to draw a straight, I'm going to put the ruler here, and I'm going to draw a straight line right from about here, where this bud meets this little green leafy thing. So it's more or less 2 inches, slightly less here. So I'm just going to do a faint line all the way down. Okay. This on this side, maybe I'll turn it around. I'm going to draw a faint line that's going right up straight through the top of this plant, but parallel with the edge of the page. So again, about 2 inches. Just a faint line, because we're going to want to erase this later. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to erase any background from between these two things. So I can start cutting this away. And I'm going to cut right up that pencil line and then fussy cut around the big green leaf. Doing these inside circles are the worst. And I want to keep this label, so we just cut that off and put that aside. So I'm going to stop this video so you don't have to watch me fussy cut the whole thing. But what I want to ensure is understood is that everything on this side of the pencil line stays. So for example, I'm going to cut here. Right? Get my X-Acto knife. Okay. And then up near the top, cut away some of this bulk first. And then up near the top, just go into that pencil line. Okay, so take your time with this. There's no prizes for being the first one done. And don't get too excited about you know, how smooth your cutting is, how consistent the margin is. Ink's going to cover up any issues. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside, finish that off camera. I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm just going to come right down. Now the next hump, only going to the pencil line. Okay, and then where there's background, I'll just use my knife to cut that. Okay. Then I'll go back in with my scissors and finish it up. All right, I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute so that you can carry on fussy cutting and come back, and we will carry on with the project. All right, that didn't take long at all. So now I've got my soft eraser. I'm just gonna go in and lightly erase any pencil lines that are still visible. Oh, I missed. I think I missed it because I cut everything else with my scissors, and then when I couldn't do that little area, I said, oh, well, I'll come back to it. Okay. All right, we're going to be making two things. First thing I want to make is a tuck spot, a side tuck. So we've been using this tea stained tissue paper all along, so I'm going to continue to use that. But I don't want it to be like as wide as that plant. So this is about, oh, 1.5 inches, I guess. So look, I'll put it like that. So I won't put any glue beyond this point, sort of deal. stop saying that. I keep saying, okay, 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 okay. I used to have a patient years ago, and he would get so mad at me if I said okay. He thought it was so rude. So I tried not to. But I guess I need him here to remind me to stop it. Just stop it, Nancy. Oh, he'd make fun of me. He just thought I was the idiot, a village idiot. Oop, getting glue everywhere. I can't see it because it's too far away from my eyeballs. I don't feel bad about cutting through that bird. I thought that bird was ugly. To be honest. Okay. Sure that's all evened up. Oh, this is a hair, just a whisker, just a whisker. Okay, I'll put that aside for the time being. This one I want a piece of this stuff, something with writing on it, and I believe I've cut this to 2 3/4 inches. And I have. So I'll be covering up this half here. So I want to put some tissue paper down there. Might need to piece some together. Wait a second, I got some longer hunks here. What's this? Oh, that's ideal. That is ideal. And this is slightly longer, so I'll kind of roughly cut that off. I'll square that up after I get it glued down. And I'm not too worried about getting right to the edge with the glue on the straight side, because I will be doing some stitching. However, if you are not stitching, you may need to focus a little longer on that edge to make sure you get a good adhesion. Okay. Square this baby off. And I see I've come over just a hair on this, so I'm just gonna give it a little haircut there. Let me measure, make sure. You know what? I'm going to trim. Just make sure it's perfect. Somewhere I have a template that I use. Oh, looking right at it. Got any closer, it would have bit me. That I use to trim off the corners. Now, I want to use, this is some tea-dyed, maybe it's typing paper, that I want, and I want to cover the back of this. I could use tissue paper, but I'm running out. Oh, there it is. I took a little more off than necessary because this didn't have any of the lace on it, and I wanted to make sure it was all lacy. I'm getting pretty close to the edge here because I'm hoping some of my stitches will cover the torn edge. Okay. There's that. Now, before I forget, I am going to tear this little label out. Perfect. And tear a little border around here. Was watching a 3-part series on YouTube last night, and it's a period drama. It's called Dark Angel, and it's got that Joanne. Is it Joanne? She played Anna, the lady's maid in Downton Abbey. Foggart? Something like that. It'll come to me in the middle of the night. as all things do. Anyway, it's about this sort of mid-19th century woman, based on a true story about this woman named Mary Ann Cotton, who was a serial killer. And it was very dark. My goodness, she's a good actress, though. And it was on YouTube, so didn't need a streaming service or anything. There's no charge for it. So that was cool. Little difficult to understand because of the accents, but even if you don't catch all of the words, you're going to catch enough to understand it. I've lost my pin again. Okay. So what I'm going to do is sew around the edge of this tag, and I'm going to sew around the edge of this paper here. So I'm going to pause so that I don't have to mess around with the camera, and you don't have to get seasick with me moving it. And of course, you've seen me sew so many times. Nothing exciting is good. You're not going to miss a thing. All right, got the sewing done. And while I was away, I took a look online to find out who that actress was. So it's Joanne Froggatt, Froggatt. It was on Masterpiece Theatre on PBS. It's a British-made drama series, but here on this side of the pond, it was on PBS. I didn't see it. I don't know how I missed it. Was it 2016 or 2017? I love Masterpiece Theatre. That's my Sunday night go-to. Anyway, so allegedly they have determined that she killed at least 13 people, but possibly more. And she was hanged for the murder of her stepson. So she right up to the end, she said she was innocent. But really, really well done. Anyway, so while I was looking it up, the character was born in northeast England. So that would account for some of the accent that I was having a difficult time with. I find the older I get, the harder I am finding it to understand accents. Like, not just British accents, but any accent, really. Especially on the telephone. Oh my gosh. And so many of my clients are not English speakers. English isn't their first language. So, I don't know. Maybe I should get my hearing checked. Then I'll just ink right down here. Oh, I see a little pencil line that I missed. Okay. It's about center there. And these are reinforcements, self-adhesive reinforcements that I inked up to change them from white to something matchy-matchy. I think I got a little bit of yes, I got a little bit of fabric there in my little drawers that I have on my desk that I can use as a tie. Actually, I think I'll ink this up first because it's too white. It's too long too, but nothing we can't trim off, right? See how easy that was? Done, done, done. I don't want to tug too hard because it's pretty fragile fabric and I don't want it to rip. And see how I use my scissors to do that so that it's not a cut edge, it's frayed. Okay, so do I even have a page? We can I don't think I even have a leftover page to show you what this is supposed to look like. You'd think I'd have a piece of paper around here, wouldn't you? Anyway, so from my opinion, I would glue this side down, because if you glue this side down for a pocket, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to be tearing this. And yeah, so if you glue this side edge down, then you can tuck that tag in like that. Okay, so that brings this series to an end. I will be creating a complete journal using the pieces that we've made, but I haven't found a cover that I want to use yet. So it might be a month before I'm able to do that. What I want to do next, what do I want to do next? There's a lot of things I want to do next. Gosh, I haven't thought about it really. I have a couple of old covers that are calling to me. So perhaps that'll be my next project. And for sure I have committed to doing an autumn themed Edith Holden journal, because I've already bought the cover for that one. So I'll probably start that one in August, I'm guessing. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll come back to see the next series, or if you haven't seen the Christmas or the spring, you'll go back and check out those videos as well. If you followed along and you create a journal, please share some pictures with me, or tag me if you do a video, or you're on Instagram and you're posting pictures. Tag me in it so I don't miss it. I'm keen to see other people's oh gosh, I can't think of the word. Oh, I want to see how my projects are translated by you. That's going to bug me all day. Anyway, take care. We're going to talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.